Hey bakers, welcome back to another episode of Let's Get Our Bake On. So you guys saw the black velvet cake. Remember, it's the exact same as red velvet. You can just color it whatever you want. I personally don't like red velvet. I don't like red. I don't like the flavor of the food coloring. I feel like it's very potent and it has the flavor. Personal opinion. And then you guys also saw the mock Swiss meringue buttercream. Oh, I love this frosting. What do you say we put it together and make an absolutely adorable cake? I'm going to show you guys how to alternate black and orange frosting with a couple of really cool tools. And then we're going to put some ghosts on top and some sprinkles and a chocolate drizzle. And I'm going to show you some of my favorite products to use. So follow along. I'm going to drop you down so you guys can watch the magic happen. Let's get our bake on. No, let's get our cake on. Okay, so first off, we need to color our frosting. We need orange, black, and white. So I'm going to take a big soup that has black frost food coloring in it from my hands. I'm going to take a heap of it and save it for our ghost at top. That sounds good. So I'm going to put it aside. And then we need black. Now, we need more black than we do orange. So I'm going to put orange in a bowl and just use the mixer for the black. And I think that should be more than plenty for orange. Well, I do want to do a board. No, we'll do candy on the bottom. Yeah, that'll work. See, it's the process. I'm thinking of it as I'm doing it. Okay, so then this is going to be our orange. So now we have to dye this black. And we need it, I just got frosting on my chin. We need it black because this is going to be a dark cake. All right, so I have my spatula and I have my black food coloring. And I'm going to I want it black. So I'm going to use quite a bit of black frosting. I know people have a thing about black frosting, but it's Halloween. We need it. All right, so we're just going to fold it in. And fold and fold. And it will be we need to add color as we go because we really want this to be a nice black frosting. Because remember, we're working with white. So we need to make it dark. So a couple tricks to get black frosting is purple. Purple helps darken. So at the same time as us adding black, we're going to add purple because it will help just darken. Otherwise, we're going to get gray. I don't want a gray cake. I want a black cake. It's black velvet after all. So I've dropped you guys down to make it easier so you guys can see. So here goes our purple going in. And then here goes more black going in. This is when I wish I had powdered. I ran out of powdered food coloring because I like powdered better. But these gel ones will work too. All right. We're just going to go. And we're going to keep mixing. And mixing. All right. We are getting darker. And it's a good exercise on your arms. I'm not going to lie. I wonder if I have any more of my liquid. Coffee, purple, grape, blue, red, black. Aha! I almost dropped that into the frosting. That would have been seriously messy and messed up. All right, this is a very deep black food coloring that I just put in, and it is still doing nothing. We might be going with just a grayer. Oh no, there, we're getting black. It's starting to go. It's starting to be the color. And the reason why I don't want to overpower the black food coloring is because I don't want it to 100% change the flavor of my cake, of my frosting, I should say. I want my frosting to still be good. I don't want my frosting to taste like food coloring. And a lot of times when you add so much food coloring, your frosting and your cakes can start to taste like those colors or get a chemical taste. And that's not what we're here for. We're here for a delicious, beautiful cake, not a chemical flavored cake. There. This is kind of more the tone that I am looking for. Perfect. All right. So I'm just going to make sure I don't have any splotches of color. And then Wash my hands one more time. Get the caps back on the right ones. There's the violet. There's the black. All right, put that in the sink. Wipe that little stain up. It's funny, I had people on the street that'll be like, what happened to your hands? Your hands are all sorts of colors. I don't like to wear gloves when I am decorating. I don't like the feel of them. I don't feel I can get the right touch of the cake or the frosting when I do that. That one's not even open. So I really like to go with my naked hands and just keep washing them. Plus, I am ridiculously allergic to latex, and a lot of gloves, even though they are latex free, still have latex powder and stuff, and I tend to get a reaction. All right, so we are doing our orange now, and we want a good Halloween orange. All right, kind of looks like blood right now as we go in for that mix. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic orange. All right. Look at this. Oh, I think I want it a little bit deeper. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to add a hint of crimson, 2 drops, and a little bit more orange. Because I really want it to be that strong, deep orange color, that very deep Halloween orange. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, that is pretty. Party, party, party. I love. All right, so look. How beautiful are those going to be next to each other? I love it. All right, so first off, we need to start dirty icing our cake. What is dirty icing? Dirty icing is where, or crumb coating is where you put a coat of frosting around your cake and then refrigerate it, because then all these little crummies that are around the edges, it picks them up and it doesn't let them go anywhere. So it just makes it extra nice. I need that. This is one of my drawers of chaos. And I am looking, where is my good spatula? It's in the sink. Hang on, I gotta wash it really fast. See, this is what you get when you get a home baker who doesn't own 17,000 or something, and I have other people washing my dishes for me. What you see is what you get, ladies and gentlemen. I am the sole person here, besides my husband who came home for lunch. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a dollop of Daisy and do a thin layer to get it crumb coated. This is pretty. It's gonna be so cool. Thin. We just want to get that coat covered so that way we have no little crummies anywhere. We have a nice smooth base to start. Help even everything out. All right. We're just working it down and working it down. Work. And don't worry about what gets on your board. We will clean that up. Don't you worry, you beautiful little heads. My wonderful little bakers out there. Now, this frosting that I'm using in my crumb coat, I will not put back in my bowl because it has crumbs in it. So what I do is I always get another little bowl on the side. And if I have to scrape off and use, I use this because I don't want the other frosting to get crummy. I want that to be clean for when we do the primary, I should say, frosting on the cake. Ooh, why are you moving on me? Hey, stay still. Okay, so we're just gonna, and your crumb coat doesn't have to be perfect. You just wanna make sure you cover all your bubbles, all your holes, and you get nice and smooth and even. Yes, I will run my side spatula around it just to make sure we're good and even. And we have everything covered. And then what I'll do is I will scrape it and then scrape. I will bring my edges in, scraping every time so that way it is smooth and beautiful. All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in the refrigerator for 20 minutes. We want this to harden up so that way and get cold. So when we put the primary frosting on it, it's firm and beautiful. So hang on, TV magic, be back in 20. We're waiting for our cake to set. So remember how I showed you the top part that I cut off and I call it the bonus cake? Well, with that little cup of frosting from our dirty icing or our crumb coating, I like to use for the extra cake because then now I don't have to eat plain cake. Now I can eat some cake with a little bit of frosting. Oh my God, that's good. You guys, don't waste your product. Use it. It's good. Try it out, you guys. All right, I'll be back in a real 20 minutes. Well, not for you guys. You know what I mean. Our first layer of frosting is solid now. So now we have to put the primary coat of frosting on. And this one will be thicker. So we're going to get a good layer of frosting on. And the reason we want to make it cold is it's going to help keep this in line, smooth, and firm. We're just going to keep working it down. So in the end, we're going to use this tool to separate out lines where we're going to fill in with orange. First, we're going to smooth around to make sure that we have all of our gaps filled. Because as you can see, like here, we have some big holes that we need to fill in. And this also helps pull out the bubbles and get a good crisp edge on that top layer. So I like to just use my spatulas together to fill it. I will angle it in to catch that leftover frosting on the spatula to make it smoother. I still have a couple bubbles that when I use my divider that it will affect. So I just want to make sure I get those nice and filled in. Same at the top. So we're going to scrape everything off. So now what we're going to do is with this edge, we're going to go through, line it up, stick it in the frosting, and as straight as possible, pull out that middle layer. Of frosting. But here's the thing. So my bottom line didn't catch. So we didn't have enough frosting on the bottom. So that means we gotta start back at the beginning. So I'm gonna scoop on a little bit more frosting to get my bottom area a little bit thicker. There we go. Short my edges again. It's never a one-time go through. It takes multiple times sometimes. Okay. Now this one. All right. And now we're going to all right, so let's try this again. In. There we go. Now we're getting a good grip on the bottom one. So then what we'll do is we have our orange, and we'll go in and fill that line, smooth it out, refrigerate it, and then come back and smooth it out again. I somehow sprung a leak. After all your layers have been done again, you can take your flat spatula and go around. Might need to fill in some areas. You have a strip cake? All right. So now we are going to do a drizzle on this. I like Roxy Rich drizzle if I don't make my own. So all we're going to do is we're going to heat this up until it is drippable. If you're using a pre-made drip like Roxy Rich, you need to heat it up 30 seconds at a time. If you overheat it, you're going to seize up the chocolate inside of it, and it's going to get messy and you won't be able to work with it. So go easy on it. It took 2 rounds to heat it up well. And all I'm going to do is make sure it is a good consistency with a little stick. Nice and runny. I'm going to make sure it's just dripping in some places by doing a little bit of a heavier drip. A nice even circle on the inside. Because that's where we're going to put our ghosts. Cute. All right, I'm going to bring it out a little bit more. right. Look at that. Now we have to do our ghosts. All right. We're going to simply and we're going to take a toothpick. And with a little bit of black, we're going to give each of our ghosts a face. I also have these funky eyes that we could use. I don't know if I think I like them on there. Actually, I kind of do. And then all we need is a cute little border on the bottom, and we are all set. Piping tip. Actually, let's make pumpkins. Wipe the tip off, and we'll make little pumpkins. We'll take a little bit of our white. And don't let anybody ever tell you you have to have a piping bag. Ziploc bags work fantastic. I think we should put some faces on them. So we'll grab a little of our black. Cut a teeny tiny tip. And we'll make some jack-o'-lanterns. Maybe not on everyone. How fun and easy is that? You can even add some sprinkles here on the top to make it a little bit more fun. Because let's be honest, who doesn't like sprinkles? There you go, guys. Black velvet cake, mock Swiss meringue buttercream. Ta-da.